Yep, and that's why you don't date coworkers, boys and girls. And I learned this years ago when I was, a little younger, that it's really not worth it. It creates awkwardness when things don't go the right way. When it's going good in the beginning, it's like, oh, they're so cute, and everyone in the office and everybody is like, thinking it's cool and oh, look at them, and but when it doesn't work out, it becomes awkward. Um, I didn't see it coming, but I kind of did. Now he filed for divorce in April. It's rare when a man files for divorce. That right there is a clue. When a man says, "Okay, I'm leaving you," it usually is cheaper to keep her. We don't usually do that; they do it. But Jalen filed for divorce in April, but the story is just really now coming out. And Molly, like I said, Molly's just that annoying girl on First Take that most people cringe at. She doesn't do her job well. Her job is to host and be a moderator. It's her job to bring out the topic, set the table, and basically let the boys fight. And then when it gets out of hand, she interrupts and she kind of plays like referee official. But a lot of times she takes over and she wants to be seen. She wants to be heard. And I hate to sound like like a male chauvinist, whatever. But she don't know her role. You know what I mean? So if she don't know her role at her job, what makes you think she know her role in a relationship? She overtalks everybody. She interrupts everybody. She wants her own say. She really wants to be a star on that show, and she wants to be equal to Stephen A. Smith, or even when Max Kellerman was on there. Remember when he went off on her and was like, "Yo, like chill out. Like you're really annoying." She wants to have her own thing. I'm a Joy Taylor guy. I like Joy on Fox. Joy knows her position. She worked on Undisputed, got a pay raise, went to Colin Cowherd's show. It's Colin's show. When it's time for Joy to speak, they adjust the camera and Joy does her segment, then they turn it back to the host. Joy knows her role. When it's her time, she will have her own and she will do well. But Molly hasn't gotten that. Now Molly came from the NFL Network, and Molly just, besides the fact that she's annoying and she wants to be a star, she's not on code. And shout out to Kwame because one thing I've noticed since Kwame Brown has been on his tirade, they're not treating black athletes. Most of these sports networks are kind of watching how they speak on black athletes a little bit more now. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with critique or analyzing, because that's what you're supposed to do. But when Deshaun Watson got in trouble and all of those charges came up, Molly was like, "Oh, he should get banned from the NFL. I don't think he should play again, Stephen A. What about you?" She went on this rant, like, he should get banned. I'm like, hold up, what happened to innocent until proven guilty? This man hasn't even been a trial yet. What are you talking about? He should be banned from the league. She don't know what being on code is, and why should she? She's not a black woman. She's not a black man. Sometimes you really see the character of the person you with when they talk out of their ass like she was. Now, Jalen is a former black NBA player. He's a black male. I'm not saying that's the reason they split up. But I mean, at some point, I'm pretty sure he was looking at her like, wow, like you really one of them. You really one of these national media pundits that be dogging out black players left and right, regardless if, the story and the context. She would have been covering the NBA 20 years ago when he was playing and he got into some trouble. You think she would have gave him a pass? No. She always is pushing all of this women stuff and all of this anti-black male stuff on ESPN. That's what she does. And she's turned a lot of people off over the years, and a lot of people have turned off the channel because of it. Now, like I say, I personally couldn't date my wife. My girlfriend, and I couldn't have my girlfriend or my wife working at my job. I just couldn't. I need your absence so that I can miss you. Because if I see you every day, we work together, we drive to work together, we ride home. Can't even ask you how your day was because I was there with you the whole time. I really don't miss you. And I get annoyed really quick. You're like a gnat at the barbecue at that point. Like, get away from me. Now did they work on the same set together? I don't think they ever really did. He does his own show, Jalen and Jacoby. Then he does the NBA countdown, but he was, maybe she didn't like the way him and Maria Taylor's chemistry was. But she's very flirtatious, Molly. Molly likes to flirt a lot if you pay attention, if you watch it. And Jalen's a Detroit player. You know what I mean? Jalen Rose is going to do his thing. I think in the beginning it was just she was just a hot piece of ass that worked at the ESPN building, and he just wanted to hit that. You know what I mean? And he did, but he went a little too far and put a ring on it, and he probably made a big mistake. Um, Hopefully he got a prenup. You know what I mean? She shouldn't need, you know, a lot of bread. You know what I mean? But who knows? But Jalen, it says a lot that he filed for divorce. You know what I mean? Because usually it's the woman that do it, but when a man files for divorce, you really had to do some shit for him to say, I'm done. I'd rather deal with all of the bullshit that comes with this than to be with you. But they said they're still cordial, and they have no choice to be cordial. They're coworkers. You know what I mean? They still probably park close to each other. You might see each other in the break room. You know what I mean? They co-workers. And as many people as ESPN has laid off over the last few years, that building is not nearly as full as it used to be. So it is what it is. Really no congratulations to say, but I will congratulate Jalen for moving on because that chick is annoying, man. Everything, her voice, her cadence, she always wants to be seen and heard. And I'm like, why don't she start a podcast or, do her own? Well, I'm surprised they haven't given her a show yet. Just give it to her. Give her a show. It'll flop, and then you can say, hey, Molly, this isn't what people want. It's canceled. We tried. Because she really wants to be the star. And you're not. People want to tune in because they want to hear what Stephen A. loud ass got to say. Not you. So like I said, she didn't know her role on the damn show. I would not be surprised if she was just as pesky and annoying at home. Because at home, there's no filter. Molly is somewhat controlled on ESPN. Even on them, they can't control her. It's her job to stop guys from interrupting each other when they're doing debates, but she's interrupting them so she could get her 2 cents in. But what about this? But what about what Belichick said? But what about what that? I'm like, what? Like, who is this? She's the reason why we use the term "go to the kitchen." The biscuits is burning, honey. We don't need your opinion on this. And I'm not saying women don't know sports, because I listen to some women like Amy Lawrence and a few other sports radio broadcasters that are females, but Molly's not one of them. You know what I mean? You got hired because you look good and you got a nice set of tits. And that's why ESPN and NFL Network brought you on. You were the showgirl. You're nothing more than the girl who stands in front of the Mustang in the car magazine. You're just there. We don't pick up the magazine for you. We pick it up because we want to see the cars. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm out. Hit that like button also.